Yeah, Junior's really coming right now. He has Jamie McMurray just up in front of him for that. He's in second place right now. It looks like they've got their forward bike worked out and going well. You got cars starting to make pit stops. Denny Hamlin on the pit road.
Got to get it woe down here. 45 miles an hour. 38 David Gilliland in as well. They have been green since lap 48. Remember, a very curved pit road. Headed down toward the curve. Hamlin making his stop. Mike.
And he's been saying he's a little bit tight center. They're going to make a track bar adjustment, take on 4 tires and a load of Sunoco race fuel. They'll also work on wedge as they swing down around to the left side of the car. Pretty smooth stop so far. Just beyond 14 seconds, they're off the Jacqueline away.
8 car, Mark Martin coming in for his scheduled pit stop. Other leaders headed down. Let's go back down to Mike.
And Mark Martin real happy with his race car to this point, feeling like it's every bit as good as it was here in the spring. Just needs to get a little bit of clean air. That's what he wants. Team going to work on the right side. They make a slight air pressure adjustment. No chassis changes. Pretty clean stop right now for the 8 as they look to pick up where they left off back in the spring, looking for a victory here. 14 seconds for the 8 car. Shannon?
Jeff Gordon saying his 24 car still tight in the middle, but terribly loose on throttle. They're going to try to help him out. This is also what they worked on in the last pit stop. 4 tires for the 24 team. Mike.
Jamie McMurray had one word to describe this race car: loose. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment, also a chassis adjustment, 4 tires and fuel on the 26.
Leader Jimmy Johnson is on pit road. He will come all the way around the curve. And the car so far for Jimmy on this run, tight in the center, loose off the corner, but obviously very, very fast. That will mean a slight chassis adjustment. That'll be wedge in this car. And air pressure as well for Jimmy. 4 tire stop, Sunoco fuel in the lows, 48 as well. Remember, Jimmy first led on lap 180, or on lap 81, got those 5 bonus points. And we go to Shannon.
Jeff Burton says the car is loose in turn 3, then it gets tight. Needs a little rear grip for the 31. 4 tires. Jeff Burton is down and away. Jamie.
And Kurt Busch in his pit box. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment. Actually, they already did on all 4 tires and fuel for the 2 car who led early in this race. Guys.
And Carl Edwards had been a little bit loose. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment, try to correct it that way. Still on pit road. Remember, they've got a substitute front tire changer. That's great. Dolan making the move there. A very smooth pit stop for the 99. They're away.
You got a hand for that sub tire changer. He did a great job right there.
Sure did. Nice work. Hey, you throw these guys in there with other guys that do a really good job. They think they know they got to step it up, and he was able to do that. Mark Martin's being black flagged.
Report is a lug nut issue on the 8 car. Here's the leader, Greg Biffle. Now remember, he was one of the 8 cars that came back on pit road and pitted on that second caution flag when others stayed on the racetrack.
He's got about 10 laps that he can run farther, but if I was him, I believe I'd get down pit road now because he's going to lose a lot of time on these old tires.
44, Rudeman back in. Shannon.
David Rudeman right now saying that the car is tight. They made a wedge adjustment to free it up on the last pit stop. You see that wrench in the back window. Looks like they're doing the same here too. 4 tires for David Rudeman and Sunoco fuel.
Mark Martin coming back down to tighten the lug, put a lug nut on, and NASCAR officials calling him back in. This cost them a lot of time.
Yeah, this is disappointing. You never want to make these kind of mistakes.
Well, Greg Biffle has done something today that his teammate Carl Edwards has yet to do, and that's lead a lap. 29 car, Kevin Harvick behind him.
I saw Mark Martin came back down pit road to get a lug nut put back on, and the rule is that just have to be on. They don't have to be tight. But that crew member just stuck the lug nut on by hand. That didn't make a lot of sense. I believe if I was going to come down pit road, I'd put it on tight.
Travis defeating the purpose, wasn't it?
Travis Quapple, the second place car, coming down pit road for his pit stop.
Biffle is still running some pretty good lap times here, so looks like he may stay out there and try to take advantage of any situation that he possibly can right now.
He's getting passed right here by some cars that have new tires. These cars are getting back on the lead lap.
Yeah, that's not for the lead. The 99 car going by Edwards and the 18 of Busch. As you see Travis Quapple coming down after his 4 tires change.
Right now there's only 20 cars on the lead lap because Biffle is staying out.
Talking about his lap times are pretty good, but in comparison to Jimmy Johnson, he's about a second off. So as you mentioned, he's losing a lot of time right here.
Well, he's just taking a chance. If he gets a caution, you see he's got his hand out the window. He's coming this time. You take a chance. If the caution comes out, it's a great break for you. But if it doesn't, you lose a lot of time.
Yeah, once all these other guys start getting back on the lead lap, there's no reason to stay out there. You're just putting yourself further behind.
Well, he led the laps he had to lead to be able to get the bonus points. Now he will come down and get 4 fresh Goodyears, a little bit of Sunoco fuel. And so he can make it for 90 more laps. Jamie.
And they weren't sure starting 43rd they'd make it to the front to get those 5 bonus points, but they did for a little bit of strategy there. He said he's tight in the center, a little loose in the corners. They're going to make a wedge adjustment, just a half round. 4 tires for the 16 of Greg Biffle. Remember, he's still in the championship hunt, Doc.
Like to be able to get this thing closer to Greg Wood and keep it close till he gets to Homestead, where he has been almost unbeatable in recent years, a 3-time winner at Homestead Miami Speedway. Let's show you the pit stop up close with our crew cam. The front tire changer, Mike Ellershaw, for the 47 of Marcus Ambrose. Now watch this brake dust come off.
I've lived this right here. You see how black that wheel is? That's a chrome wheel. And yeah, there's the new one. All that is brake dust on that wheel. See right here, it looks like it's painted black, but that's actually all brake dust.
17, Kenseth back on pit road for his stop. Remember, he had the unscheduled stop after the red flag for the left front tire that was flat. Andy, what you were talking about, they're trying to make repairs here on Ryan Newman's sway bar that he ground off with that tire that went down, so he can get him back on the racetrack.
Yeah, he was just losing too much time. He couldn't hardly drive the car, so they're going to fix it.
Jimmy Johnson, our points leader, is our race leader at Phoenix International Raceway. 112 laps are in the books.